Hey, what's up guys, this is Sashi and welcome back to my channel. And today in this video I wanted to talk about the flaw in Japanese education. And I was born and grew up in Japan until 20 and I moved to North America and I had a bachelor degree education in North America. I have lived in both East and Western country and I have experienced both Western and Eastern education system. So from my unique standpoint, I can compare and criticize the difference between Eastern and Western education system. So let's get into the flaw of a Japanese education system. So first thing is that it's so common in the society in Japan that we are taught from like early age, like age 3, 4, 5, from kindergarten to strictly follow the rules, norms, regulations, social rules, regulations, norms, and there's so many rules in Japan. Like if you get into train, there's a sign saying you can't just make a phone call in a train, you can eat, you can drink, be quiet sign. And if you are on the street, surprisingly, sometimes on the street you see the sign saying do not like touch your smartphone while walking the street because it is dangerous. You might like bump into somebody else, and that's gonna cause a disturbance to other people. So this whole idea about strict top-down policing about how people behave, like social rules and norms, are done because Japanese don't want to disturb people and they are so OCD about it. So second point, let's look at the school. Okay, so we didn't have really strict school rules until high school, like grade 9, grade 10. So grade 10. So from grade 10, 11, 12, we go to high school. And most of high school, including junior high from grade 7, we wear school uniforms, right? And what we have every month, depending on the school, but the private school that I've been to, they had a hair check. Every month, we need to be checked by a teacher if our hair is short enough to look clean. And for girls, so for guys, I couldn't have my hairs longer than almost to the point of touching my ears. If that happened, I'll be corrected by teacher, and if I don't correct my hair, then I need to write like apology letter. It's kind of like their education system, like their school policy. And they also have strict policing on hair color for sure. You can never really dye your hair in high school. Most of the top like intelligent, smart high school, and you definitely not be able to have a piercing. It's considered to be you're not hardworking, you're not diligent student, and you're kind of like looked at. You're gonna be considered as a bad student. So tattoo is like no question, get out of school, just get out of Japan kind of thing. Because if you have a tattoo, most onsen hot spring spots, you are not even be able to go inside because tattoo in Japanese perspective is considered really negative because Yakuza has some really big tattoo like snakes and some scary looking characters on their back, and so they associate so Japanese tend to associate tattoo with negative things. So if you have a tattoo, even a small one, just for like fashion, most people they think in really outdated fashion. So they think like, oh, you're kind of this, or you're this kind of person. They're gonna judge you based on just tattoo or piercing or a haircut or like nose ring, and then you are done. Like they are not gonna really, they're not really going to evaluate like see through based on your personality or who you are and how you talk to. So that strict policing in the school happening, and on top of that, I'm gonna show you this video. In elementary school, junior high school, we have a festival athletic festival. Every school has a athletic summer festival during the summertime where we do running, do a bunch of stuff. It's basically team-based competition, but it's kind of like festival. We kind of celebrate it. You see that kind of stuff in China or like North Korean army where people like line up perfectly and then they just walk, they march the ground like a truck, and they basically need to move according to a teacher whistling. The idea is to promote a synchronization with other people, so basically in harmony, being able to pay attention to other people and then work with the team. So at this thing like exercise, we've been taught to contribute to the greater mass, and then basically suppressing your individuality, and basically you are kind of working as a cog as an entire team. And then nothing against teamwork, but that thing like uniforms, not being able to speak up during the lecture time, you are supposed to be quiet, you're not supposed to ask question to a teacher in lecture, and practicing that kind of collective action in extreme level. Same hairstyle, same uniform, same movement, everybody moves like the same way. We've been trained like that since young age. So because of those stuff and strict policing, strict rules, and ODC about not disturbing other people, Japanese kind of like lack critical thinking, standing up, speaking up for their own opinions, because they are afraid. They're afraid of being pointed finger at themselves. If they say something different, obviously they're gonna look different from others, which means they're kind of being ostracized. It's all about being in harmony with other people, being similar with other people, and not standing out in school. So they are not encouraged to speak up, not encouraged to be unique, not encouraged to criticize a group thinking. So they are pretty much obedient, submissive, and non-questioning people. So the education system kind of trained that.